Who has just become European champion for the second time.
The date was December 23rd, 2023. At the Day of Reckoning in Saudi Arabia, all eyes were on the 34-year-old undefeated giant Arslanbek Makhmudov and our 31-year-old representative Agit Kabayel. On the scales, Makhmudov weighed in at a massive 118 kilos, while Agit was a leaner, more agile 109 kilos. Agit prepared for this fight with intense discipline in Germany under the guidance of his trainer Sukru Aksu. Stepping into the ring with Aksu's instructions to stick to the plan, Agit was there to prove that boxing intelligence can overcome raw physical power.
As I say, he's twice the European champion. As I said earlier, proud of his Kurdish roots, proud fighting people, he says. And his record as European champion includes a win against Derek Chisora in Monaco back in 2017. Returning to the ring for the first time in 9 months, and he's reckoned by many to be more than capable of providing the toughest test so far in the career of Arslanbek Makhmudov. Here's the man who's unbeaten in 18 fights, and 17 of those have come inside the distance. Been a professional now for the best part.
And now let's welcome the defending champion coming to us from Canada, Arslanbek, the Lion Makhmudov.
Lasted just over a minute against the overmatched cruiserweight junior Anthony Wright. Serves as a parking lot. The landscape in this part of the world can change very, very quickly. Born and raised in Russia, but now living in Montreal and training in the same camp as the brilliant light heavyweight for that unification. But here tonight, Makhmudov pushing for greater claims and a chance at the biggest prize in the heavyweight division. One of the biggest prizes still in the world of sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it will be for the WBA Intercontinental. He comes to the ring wearing white trunks. He brings an undefeated record with 23 wins, 15 of his 23 wins coming by way of knockout. Agit Kabayel. He is undefeated with 18 wins, 17 of his 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBA heavyweight champion, Arslanbek, the Lion.
Okay, boys, have a cold break. Stop punching, take a step back, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, touch gloves.
Makhmudov here, like Kevin Sanchez and Filip Ergovic earlier on the bill tonight, ranked prominently by the sanctioning bodies, but in his case, Makhmudov has what looks like a much...
At the start of the fight, Makhmudov was seen as the absolute favorite, with a terrifying record of 17 knockouts in 18 fights. In fact, many experts didn't even give Agit a chance. However, Agit executed a masterclass strategy against his opponent's height and power advantage. He centered his entire game plan around body shots, a tactic often neglected in the heavyweight division. Slipping under the high guard, he landed hammer-like blows to the liver and midsection. It was the smartest possible move to drain the energy of such a massive opponent.
Touching him to the body downstairs because you will land it over the top.
On the way in.
Make sure you see this guy, you always move this side now. You block with left hook. But you need to block this movement first. So it can be like good jab.
Agit's footwork was far superior to Makhmudov, who was sluggish and looking for only a single punch knockout. Without taking unnecessary risks, Agit controlled the distance with constant jabs. Every time Makhmudov swung a big punch and lost his balance, Agit instantly punished those openings with counterattacks. Using the ring like a chessboard, he constantly drew his opponent into the angles he wanted.
Speed, I like the body language from Kabayel. Movies, I think just levels above when it comes to speed. And you see in that throws a very good right uppercut. I think where Kabayel's shorter, the shot
that got the attention of Makhmudov.
Kein Risiko. Nach vorne, Schlaghand ist mal drinne. Haut der hart.
Yeah, it's been a good, composed, comfortable.
Highlight real shots.
Good uppercut right there by Kabayel. Very smart by Makhmudov.
His undoing. Brilliant shots, left hook and right hand. Suddenly it's Kabayel now, who looks to be the man who can force.
He's so big.
I'll tell you what, Darren, I love seeing shorter men, and he's fighting exactly like a small man should against a big fighter like this.
Changing now.
And concentrating to the body. You could tell that Makhmudov didn't like.
Out of the corner, he could have put the right foot with a big right hand.
And that forces Makhmudov here, waiting, patient for the opportunity.
Oh, he didn't like that.
Yeah, that was a lovely left to the body. He's working the right hand up.
And right on the chin of Makhmudov because he's already set him up with the body.
The famous left hook to the liver in the third round changed everything. In the fourth round, Agit shifted gears. He hit Makhmudov's body with such precision that the Russian giant was forced to drop to his knees 3 times in agony. When the referee stopped the fight, the world was in shock. With this victory, Agit earned between $750,000 and $1 million, pocketing the biggest payday of his professional career.
Again, big right hand. The openings are there every time he takes a shot. He's got to tidy up.
Goes Makhmudov, an experience like he's never had in his professional career. So tired at the end of the third, and now a mountain to climb.
He's just looking for the right hand over the top, Makhmudov. Fair play to the body again.
Makhmudov, that Kabayel is going for, and down again goes Makhmudov. Just into the second half of the round.
I don't care how big and scary and intimidating you are, body shots make cowards of us all.
Kabayel taking full of breath. Does he step forward now to finish the job? And that's enough, says the Bray. The body shots all over again. Yes, twice European champion of his career so far for Agit Kabayel on a night when we've seen so far.
Yeah, that was a one-sided fight for Kabayel. And again, like Manik said, you're scary until you're there by hurtful body shots. There was variation in abundance. I mean, even with 23 fights, 24 fights.
Thing to come in with a game plan, which he clearly had, but to pick a tree. And you have to say that in the heavyweight division...
Yeah, it's neglected. It's neglected, and you see in the damage there, the damage it does. And like Sergio said, you chop the tree down. So smart, the variation. The right hand over the top.
See right here, Makhmudov didn't want nothing to do with body shots anymore. Those 2 shots right there.
It was also variation with the body shots. He wasn't predictable. It wasn't just hooks. He was setting the traps, and you can see.
This is just a reminder as we get towards the real heat of the bill that anything can happen in this game.
By little, it's escalating into what's going to explode. I mean, it's going to be something big. These were.
And it's 16 inside the distance. None too shabby a record against his time in his 6-year professional career.
The boxing world was stunned after the fight. Renowned commentators called the performance a systematic demolition. Boxing authority Dan Rafael stated, Kabayel's bodywork was a work of art, while social media was flooded with comments saying, brain beat brawn. Agit remained humble after the match, saying, I just came here to fight. This victory established him as one of the most feared names in the heavyweight division and paved the way for a world title shot.
Case type of fight for him. Instead, you reminded people that you are...
First of all, thank you, Turkshak, for the great opportunity. Yes, I give my big fault maybe, huh? When you talk with 10 guys, 9 guys...
And coming into the fight because you knew he was bigger...
I'm happy, and the training camp is finished, the fight is finished.
Of this fight, did you feel like you were hurting him every time with those shots in the body? Times as a potential opponent for the likes of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, you remain undefeated.
Every day.
Congratulations.
Alhamdulillah, thank you.
Mike.
In the heavyweight division.